animatronics, as there are the first generation of Pokemon, by the way.
I'm your concession. Let me handle the Pokemon anime. Wow. This didn't age well, is what I would say if I actually cared. Let me explain. You know how we make theories on our favorite movies and TV shows only for those theories not to come true?
But she finally finds happiness.
This is just a theory, right?
How do we know it's true? We don't.
Well, there is a reason we all do that. We have faith in the author that they will have the balls to go through with removing characters or to be able to tell how the story will end from context clues in the show. A lot of writers don't deserve this treatment of engagement, with Oda being the exception. He may do a lot of fake outs, but at least he knows what he's doing with his characters for the most part. The Pokemon anime, though, doesn't deserve this, at least not Horizons. I had faith that Horizons would appreciate my time as a viewer and have faith in me for understanding the story and context clues. But for them to just spit in my face with crappy explanations and contrivances to make their bull story stick together like glue, I'm freaking done! I can't anymore! I thought Journeys was bad, but perhaps I treated it too harshly. I know, those are words I thought I would never say. But ignoring the obvious issues, at least Journeys had somewhat of a story and ending, strictly looking at the Ash and Leon symbolisms. I never thought I would see the day when Horizons would get this bad. I am giving Journeys praise. What happened to the Pokemon anime? Gather around the campfire, grab your marshmallows and listen closely. The Pokemon anime has become a sellout. Yes, I know obviously the anime is there to market the game and toys, also the TCG, but no, it's even worse than that. Horizon markets more than any of the other Pokemon series. We got megas over here, megas over there, and everywhere. Why is this a problem, you may ask? Because it's ruining the writing. Marketing for the sake of marketing will obviously make your story feel like crap. Giving Ult a freaking Dragonite for the sake of shoving Mega Dragonite down our freaking throats every time. Having Freed survive to give him a Mega Charizard and Mega Starmie. What the frick? Giving Roy a freaking Mega Shiny Lucario. At least with the terrestrialization, that was just part of the story. It made sense with Terrapagos being with the team, even though this series was made for Generation 9. Now, with After ZA, they've gone mega crazy and are marketing it so much at the cost of the story. Ult's entire character was built for marketing. Let that sink in. He serves with no purpose than being a reminder that Mega Evolution exists. Guys, remember when the writers actually made marketing part of this story? Ash Duck's Lycanroc was a good example. It was handled so well and even made him the Alolan champion. Ash's Melmetal was also handled better than any of the marketing Horizons has done. In Journeys, they didn't even need a reason to bring back Mega Evolution and Z-moves. It was actually a part of the story. Again, how is Journeys actually doing things better than Horizons now? It feels like Horizons didn't even want to touch Mega Evolution, but the executives told them they had to promote the new game. Still, no excuse. You could have done many things differently. Let Roy want to go to Kalos because he heard many strong trainers are from there. This series needs a rewrite at this point. It just feels like a chore to watch. None of the characters feel like characters anymore. They just feel like archetypes. Their Pokemon have more characters than them, and that's saying something. Roy learned how to be chill and still acts the same. What was the point? Liko is just letting the story move her at this point. Dot is trying her best for screen time, but there's a lot of wasted potential that isn't helped by them creating an entirely new character from scratch for the sake of marketing. I'm talking about none other than Walmart Boruto Ult. This was a character that could have been cool. How can you take this kid seriously as someone who can be on the same level as Roy? Well, that's right, you freaking can't. That's why they had to give him a Mega Dragonite to even stand a chance. Gary Stew. Feels familiar, but I can't quite wrap my head around it. While we are on the subject, remember the Terror Leaks?
Man, honestly, I'm actually shocked.
Oh, really? Here come the excuses.
Not at all, Baldy.
Nani?
I'm saying I'm actually ever have thought you could beat me with this loser shit.
As I mentioned in my theory video, Freed was supposed to be a twist villain in the past, but they clearly changed it because they didn't have the balls to write that. Instead, they brought him back with 2 megas and made him Roy's rival. Yeah, let's not do that. How about you guys just make him a twist villain? Okay, you don't want to make him a villain. Huh. Then let him go undercover and pretend to betray the Rising Volt Tacklers, which would have had the same impact as him dying, I would argue, because he betrayed their trust, which means a lot to them, obviously. It could have been a whole thing, and anytime they face the Explorers, Roy and Freed can fight and actually be rivals. See how easy it is? I came up with that right now, and that's leagues better than whatever Horizons did. I don't get paid enough for this. They also took Freed off the team because he is too overpowered now, so that's fun. Good to know people who really like Freed still didn't win because the writers don't know what the fuck they are doing. All that build up and bad writing just for Freed to say. They also spat on the face of all the Avatar fans who thought Amethia would pull a Zuko, and while he technically did, he still didn't join the Rising Volt Tacklers, and I have a theory that Ult replaced him. Amethia would have definitely joined the group if it weren't for Ult. He was built up too much and even talked in the latest episode about the airship being so freeing. Writers, why do you keep not writing? I seriously thought we were getting a One Piece situation where we would get the characters recruiting new members to join the Rising Volt Tacklers. Because what's the point to bringing everyone back when they literally don't do anything? No, seriously, they don't do anything. Their only purpose is to stay on the airship hell and let the kids handle everything. I've never seen such a horribly written team in anime, and that's saying something. I am no Ash Ketchum fan by any means. Hell, I was enjoying Horizons a lot when it first started, but man, this just ain't it, Chief. This series has fallen off so hard that they might need to bring back Ash at this point. I don't know what the future will hold for the Pokemon anime. We haven't even had a movie for 30 years. They should just do what every anime is doing now and go seasonal and actually invest in their show and hire good writers and animators with their gazillions of dollars. Is that really too much to ask? The answer is yes. Yes, it is for the Pokemon Company. We don't care as long as you...
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next product.
Now it's time for the real finale of Ash's journey. Ash vs. Leon checks all the boxes for a good series finale. A strong rival that's been built up since the beginning of the series, check. Showing the main character's friends watching him achieve his goal, check. Using nostalgia in the right way to actually make the story more impactful, check. And Ash and Pikachu have been traveling through all 8 regions together, facing off against the gym leaders and the Pokemon leagues, not winning them all for one dumb reason or another. Seeing them go against all odds and be the last to defeat the strongest strain in the world and the strongest Charizard for all you XYZ fans. Now that's a finale and ending to the character who had an impact on so many people's lives and got people into Pokemon today. Ash vs. Leon is the true ending for Ash Ketchum. The Pokemon anime doesn't respect your time anymore, and I think we should stop respecting it. I don't know where the anime is going next after they are done with this Requiem saga. Will they cover the entirety of Generation 10? Will there be a new anime? Will Liko or Roy want to participate in some sort of Pokemon League? There are so many different paths. Horizons can go, and honestly, I hope it ends. I don't think a new change of story or going to a new region will fix the series and its characters. Just let Liko and Roy's story end here and give us another new set of characters and a consistent story. Maybe that way they will learn to make a quality series again. It's a shame they have learned nothing from X and Y and Sun and Moon, their most popular series. We won't ever get anything like those again. So I'm gonna rewatch those instead, and you should all do the same. Like and subscribe. Thank you to the one person that will probably see this video. I really appreciate you making this far. I got more planned, so stay tuned.